It's November 8th, 2:35 in the afternoon. And what is that box that's on my screen? I don't know. Anyway, just going over my stuff today, and TMCX blew up. Remember, this is that weird one I didn't know what to make of. So, I don't know what on earth this is all about. Let's go to a 5-minute chart. So we just popped up. Let me try to get rid of that goofy box. There we go. I don't know how I got rid of that, but I did. So we're drilled down to the 5-minute chart. Maybe this is a mistake or something. I don't know. But I'm going to raise our stop on half of it. So 951 divided by 2. We'll go 476. I should have been able to do that in my head, but I'm a little excited right now. So 476, and I'm going to put that right there. I don't know what on earth this is all about. Maybe there was a reverse split or something. But anyway, that's showing up. I was expecting a return like this over 3 months, not over a couple of days. So anyway, we'll leave that there for the moment. See what happens with it. Bad news is I got stopped out of Activision. And if you go back to the other videos, I'll bet you earnings was yesterday, and it was. I just looked at that, so that was a mistake on my part. Never hold over earnings, and I did that, and I was punished, and I lost 249 fake dollars. I should have sold that a couple of days ago. I probably never should have gotten into the trade. I only got into it on the first. So that was too close to earnings. So let's have a look at our other open positions while we're out here. Bed Bath & Beyond has pulled back, but that's not surprising or alarming in the least. Still a long way from our stop. It should bounce around in here for a while, and if things go our way, it'll pop out above this resistance and take off to the moon. Remember, we're going to take off part of the position. Looks like half at first resistance, which is a prior high. CINF is a short, and we don't have very much at risk here at all. 89 fake dollars. Looks like it wants, here let's go into a 30-minute chart. So it looks like it popped up this morning. It's rallied and resumed. Hopefully it's resuming a downtrend. Foot Locker, that is an ugly bearish engulfing. Our second target is just overhead at this former transition A breakout area. Still not sure why I chose that level, but I had a reason at the time. I'm not sure what it was. I don't like big ugly bearish engulfing candles like that. Let's look back and see what's happened in the past. Here, just 1 second. Hi Trent, I'm down here. I'm doing a video. So let's look at the weekly here. We've got lots of big long red bars, and the weekend is coming. And this is a point, I have a lot of risk on the table, and I think I'm going to raise that up here for the moment. Let's go in and look at a 30-minute. Yeah, so on a 30-minute, that looks really ugly. We gapped up. And let's look at our hourly. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. There must have been news of some kind. But there's a big, ugly bearish engulfing candle there, and it pulled back. So let's close that out. Earnings are coming up in another week or so. What is it, the 8th? So another week and a half. We'll close that out and we'll look for a buy opportunity. We're certainly going to keep this on our watch list. There we go, buy watch 2. So we close that out for a $234 gain on that position. I think right now the risk outweighs the benefits of holding on to that. Microsoft, we're still in our consolidation box, and I would like to see, that doesn't report till January. If we can get above this level, I would actually like to buy another. I do have 10,000 now. Never mind. We'll leave it there. I'm not going to be pyramiding this early into the portfolio. Spiders, looking great. Continuing to move upward. And let's go to the weekly here. I'm going to move up our, actually it's not really obeying V-stop 17 at all. It is finding support on this trend line. So we'll just leave it as it is. It's only 207 fake dollars. If we see some ugly candlestick action, then I will consider taking some off. But at this point, there's really nothing to be concerned about. We don't see any reason to sell. Seagate, we broke out, we bought yesterday, and it's looking strong. This big belt hold signal was a huge positive there. Now let's look at V-stop 17. Looking great. V-stop 21 tells the same story. Here, I'm just going to be a little weird here. And I'm going to put stochastics on this screen. Okay, Worden stochastics. Oof. So we'll bring that down to the bottom part of the screen. So stochastics are in the overbought area, showing strong momentum. There we go. Back to TMCX. Oh, looks like we sold. Didn't realize that. So let's go back into our 5-minute chart. Yeah, so that's pulling back now. So we still have 100 shares open, and we sold. Oh, wait a minute, that's not right. We have 475 open. I want to figure out what went on here. I'm not sure if I can get news on TC2000. I don't think I can. I don't subscribe to data. So we've banked $109 and we have $100 open still. Yeah, I'd really like to know what happened there. It must have been a buyout or something like that. Right now we're naked, so we're going to add a bracket. So I don't want to lose more than half of this long bar. So let's go right there. I don't know what nothing like this has really happened in the past that I can see. Well, yeah, who knows? We'll have to look at the news later and find out. Anyway, we're protected by our stop. And what's our sell? 1230. That's just 15% from the buy. So that's not written in stone. Um, we like whole round numbers for targets if possible. So we're going to go with 14.99 just so I can put something on my spreadsheet. And XLK is our last open position. And we have nothing really new. We put in an inverted hammer yesterday. This is just small doji, narrow body bar, price action. Nothing to see here. So let's see what we had for alerts today. We had Nike. Nike continues just to consolidate right at this support line. I don't know if it's going to do a cradle and move up or if this is a bear flag and it's going to move down. So let's draw a rectangle around it and we'll let Nike tell us what it wants to do. Cold, Americold Realty Trust broke down through the trend line. We'll add that to the short watch. It could be a wonderful buying opportunity if it's something like this. There's one beautiful strong uptrend, or maybe this is where it breaks down and hedge funds abandon it. Let's look at our moving averages. So that's a 20 and a 50. It doesn't even have a 200. There's a 4-hour chart. So it's broken down through the 200 on a 4-hour chart and everything has moved down. So that's a massive breakdown on Americold Realty Trust. And FLXN, Flexion Therapeutics. That broke down through a trend line I had drawn on a different screen. Let's draw that in here. Oh, that might have been earnings today. I'm not sure what was going on there. Anyway, that as it is, that would be a very nice buy setup. Let's add that to buy watch 1. We'll see how it finishes today, and that's a potential trade for Monday. And I had an alert earlier with Nike, same thing. So right now, to me, that looks like bearish consolidation. On the weekly, not so much. Could be, what's that, a homing pigeon or something? There's a name for the candlestick pattern. But it's one of the lower probability ones, so it's one that I don't really know very well. So let's have a quick look at buy watch 1 since we're here. Avon, oh look at that, popped up. And we're at resistance, so there's nothing to see here at the moment. Ceridian, oh boy, that popped up. I think I might have had that for on the short watch because it came up to this bow tie where the 50 crossed down through the 200, but it went the opposite direction. Kirkland Lake Gold, if this ever loads up. There we go. That is a tightening pattern. It's like the miners are not looking too good at the moment. Here, let's look at GDX. GDX looks lousy. Kirkland Lake is certainly outperforming the GDX. Edison, that is bearish consolidation. I'm not going to touch it at the moment. Hershey, this may be a really nice buy level. This is a monthly chart. That will be a really nice buy level. Let's set an alert. And a weekly. This is a former breakout area. See this breakout bar had above average volume. That is staying on the watch list for a long-term trade. I think it just got a little overheated. Look at that. It's on this scale, it's almost vertical. And they can't, oh, that's on the weekly. Stocks can't do that for very long. Let's see what kind of dividend that it pays. 2.19, so it's not spectacular or anything, but it's certainly solid. That's one I'd like to own for the long-term portfolio. Live Nation broke down, and it is rallying before its next failure, I'll bet. I don't think we're right there yet for an entry that we already looked at. That's pretty nasty. Coca-Cola looks like it wants to break down and test that 200. It's only 2% away, so there's nothing to see here. Procter & Gamble, that is a bear flag, but the longer term trend is so strong, I would be crazy to fight that. I want to connect these low pivots. It looked like it was going to fail in October and popped up, so that's not, well, these are sell watches I'm looking at. I didn't realize that. Cincinnati Financial. Let's have a quick look at the buy watch. That has potential. We have a COG bar here. COG bar on PBF. Disney, whoa, that popped up on earnings. So that is certainly staying on buy watch one. We'll see what this does over the next few days. And as you can see, I think it popped up on earnings last time. Info. Yeah, I think we've looked at a lot of these already. Okay, I'm done. We'll talk to you on the weekend or on Monday. Bye.